Let's talk about your paycheck. You know the feeling, right? It hits your account, you blink, and poof, it's gone. What if there was a simple system, and I mean simple, no crazy spreadsheets, that could totally change that whole story? Well, we're going to break down one really powerful rule from the book Escape Poor Thinking that's designed to do just that. It's all about taking you from that constant money anxiety to feeling like you're actually in control.
I mean, does this hit home or what? That feeling of money just slipping through your fingers. You work hard, you've got bills to pay, you're trying to have some kind of life, and then you look at your account and you're like, where did it all go? It's that super common frustration of just running and running, but never really getting ahead.
So here's the thing. The book argues this isn't some personal failure. It's not that you're just bad with money. No. Instead, it's a set of default habits that the author calls poor thinking. Think of it like a financial autopilot that's been accidentally programmed to just keep you stuck.
So what does this poor thinking actually look like in the real world? Well, it's sneaky. It looks like totally normal behavior. You know, things like saying, oh, I'll just save whatever's left at the end of the month. Or looking at your checking account balance and thinking, all of that is fair game to spend. Or the big one, I'll get serious about saving when I get that next raise. These are the little traps that just quietly wreck our financial progress without us even realizing it.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem. When your default setting is to save what's left over, guess what? There's usually nothing left over. It's just human nature. When you see a lump sum of money sitting there, your brain goes, hey, that's for spending. So you spend it. It's a financial treadmill. You're working harder and harder, but you're not actually moving forward.
So how do you get off the treadmill? This is where it gets good. The book's answer is brilliant because you don't fight against your own human nature, you build a smarter system that works with it. The solution is beautifully simple, and it's called the first third to freedom rule.
Now listen closely, because the most important word here is first. This happens first, before you pay taxes, before you pay rent, before you buy a single cup of coffee. The very first slice of every single dollar that comes in gets automatically sent to secure your future. You are paying future you before you pay anyone else, period. And here's what that looks like. It's so simple. Your entire income gets split into just 3 buckets. That first third, that purple slice, that goes straight to future you. We're talking savings, investments, retirement accounts, stuff that's going to grow. The next chunk, about a quarter, you set that aside for taxes. And then everything else, that last 42% or so, that's what flows into your live bucket.
And you know what? This is honestly the most liberating part of this entire system. Once those first 2 buckets are taken care of, the money left in your live bucket is meant to be spent, completely guilt-free. You can go out for that nice dinner, you can buy the shoes, you can take the trip, and you don't have that nagging little voice in your head because you know your future is already being taken care of. That is what real financial freedom feels like.
All right, enough theory. Let's make this super concrete and run some simple numbers. And look, don't get hung up on the specific amounts I'm about to use, okay? Just focus on the flow. The process is the magic part here. Okay, so let's just say you have a monthly gross income of $6,000. This is your starting line. It's the total amount you earn before anything at all gets taken out. So, following the rule, the very first move you make, bam, you slice off 1/3 of that. That's $2,000, and it goes straight into your future you bucket. This money is now completely off limits for day-to-day spending. It's already working for you, compounding and growing in the background.
Next up, you gotta account for the inevitable, right? Taxes. So we'll use a rough estimate of 25%, which works out to $1,500. Now, as for most of us with a regular job, this kind of happens automatically on our paycheck, but it's still so important to mentally separate it into its own bucket.
And what's left over? $2,500. This, my friend, is your live bucket. This is the money for everything. Rent, food, bills, hobbies, fun, the whole shebang. And here's the key. Because you've already paid your future self, you can spend every single penny of this money without an ounce of guilt. Okay, I can literally hear what so many of you are thinking right now. It's the number one reaction. A third for my future? There is absolutely no way I can live on what's left. And you know what? That is a completely fair and valid reality for a lot of people. The book doesn't just gloss over this.
See, the goal is not to jump to 33% overnight. That's not realistic. It's about progress, not perfection. So the book lays out this super simple path. First, just figure out where you are right now. Maybe you're only saving 5%. That's fine. That's your starting line. Then your only job is to try and increase it by just 1% each month. It's so gradual you'll barely feel it. And here's the secret weapon. Anytime you get a raise or a bonus, automate most of that new money to go straight to future you before you even get used to spending it. That's how you accelerate your progress without it feeling painful at all.
And this right here, this is the whole game. We can't rely on willpower. We can't rely on being motivated every single day to manage our money perfectly. Life's just too messy for that. But what you can rely on is a simple automated system that makes the right decisions for you, quietly, in the background. A good system will be good intentions every single time.
So, what can you do like the minute this is over? It's this simple. First, calculate your current split. No judgment. Just get a clear picture of where your money's going now. Second, log into your bank account and set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings account. Make it happen on payday. Seriously, even if you just start with 1%. And third, start a simple little tracker, maybe in a notes app. Watching that future you number go up is one of the best motivators you'll ever find.
So I just want to leave you with this one question. What would it actually feel like if your financial future was just handled? Imagine the mental energy that would free up. Imagine the stress that would just melt away. Imagine the confidence you would feel in every spending decision, knowing that the most important part is already taken care of, running on autopilot. That's the real freedom this system is all about.